Let us discuss basic concepts of probability. Let us now define probability. Probability is the branch of mathematics concerning numerical descriptions of how likely an event is to occur or how likely is that a proposition is true. The probability of an event is a number between 0 and 1, where roughly speaking, 0 indicates impossibility of the event and 1 indicates certainty. Probability is one of the most interesting topics in statistics. Its concept is very practical in nature. It is applicable in business, conducting experiments, or forecasting the weather. Here are the basic concepts of probability. First, we have experiment. It is an activity by which an observation or measurement can be made. And then we have also an outcome, where that is the result of an experiment. And we have sample space. It is a set of all possible outcomes. And we have event. It is a subset of a sample space. Let's have an example. Teacher Matt wants to toss a coin and know if it lands heads. Take note, there are two possible outcomes in tossing a single coin. It is a head or a tail. Now let's use tree diagram of tossing a coin once. Now for the first toss, we have the head and the tail. Now head denotes H and tail denotes T. Now what is our experiment? Our experiment is tossing one coin and the outcome is either head or tail. Then the sample space will be head and tail. And what is the given event? Tossing one coin and landed as head. What if we toss it again and find if head comes out again? So here are the results. So for the first toss, we have the head and tail. Then the second toss, we have again head and tail. And then for the tail, we have also head and tail. So we are going to list down all the outcomes. So the first outcome will be head-head or HH. Then the second outcome will have head-tail or HT. Then we have tail-head or TH. And then tail-tail. Now again, what is our experiment? Tossing a coin twice. And what will be our sample space? Yes, it is head-head, head-tail, tail-head, and tail-tail. Now what is the given event? Tossing one coin twice and both landed as heads. There are two types of events. It is the simple event and the compound event. What is a simple event? Simple event is an event with a single outcome. And for the compound event, it is an event consisting of more than one possible outcomes. Which of these situations shows a simple event after rolling a fair die? A. Getting a 6. B. Getting an odd number. So what are those odd number? You have 1, 3, and 5. C. getting an even number. So we have 2, 4, and 6. And letter D, getting an odd number greater than 2. So that is 3 and 5. Again, which of this situation shows a simple event? Now, when we say simple event, it is a simple outcome or a single outcome. Now, if your answer is letter A, you got it right. So, getting a 6, so that is an example of an simple event. Another example, Ralph and Ollie are playing Big Six, a board game that uses one die. Ralph will roll the die first, and after rolling a die, he got 6. After Ralph's turn, Ollie will roll the die, and the number that Ollie got after her turn is 4. So let us get the sample space. The sample space are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these are the sample space of a die. Now in Ralph's turn, he got 6. And Ali got 4. Now getting a 6 and getting a 4 means simple event. Getting 4 in rolling a single die. Is it simple event or compound event? Well, it is simple event because there is only one event occur, and that is getting a 4. Tossing a coin and it lands tail. Is it simple event or compound event? Well, again, it is a simple event because the only event occur is landing a tail. What if the experiment conducted is to roll a die, but the event need to occur will be getting an even number less than 4? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is for the sample space. But take note, could we consider this as a simple event? Of course not. So 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6, it is not included in a sample space. Why? Because we need an even number less than 4. And what is an even number less than 4? Yes, it is 2. So again, the event that is expected to occur is an even number which is less than 4. And therefore, it is a compound event. Another, tossing a 3 coins and getting at least 2 heads. Is it simple event or compound event? Well, if your answer is compound event, you are right because the events occur will be at least 2 heads. When we say at least 2 heads, we are referring to a minimum value. Therefore, after finding the number of outcomes of getting 2 heads, we then consider finding the number of outcomes of getting 3 heads. Drawing a red ace from a standard deck of cards. Is it simple event or compound event? Yes, you are right. It is a compound event. Why? Because there are 2 events occurred. These are red card. So what are those red card? We have heart and diamond. So aside from heart and diamond, so we need to draw a red ace. So that's why it is called a compound event. Which of these situations shows a compound event after rolling a fair die? Now we have A, getting a 6. Again, B, getting an odd number. We have 1, 3, 5. And C, getting an even number, which is 2, 4, and 6. And D, getting an odd number greater than 2. So those are 3 and 5. Now, what are compound event here? Or which situation is a compound event? Now, if your answer is B, you are right. And if your answer is C, it is correct. And if your answer is D, that is also correct. So B, C, and D are an example of a compound event. Thank you for watching. Panoorin nyo rin ang union of events at intersection of events. Thank you.